Good afternoon. On Monday, I last addressed you, and since then I've been asked several ways to keep you updated, and so I'm going to promise to do that, and this is the second installment of that. As you've probably now heard, we have had our first case of the coronavirus confirmed in Southern Illinois. I have absolutely full faith in our local healthcare systems and their employees, and I do assure you that they're doing everything that they can to help you and your family be protected from this virus. Heartland Regional Medical Center and SIH have hotlines set up to conduct the first phase of the screening process. If you are experiencing any symptoms, please stay home and call those numbers for further directions. Those numbers are going to be available on the city's website, cityofmarionil.gov, and our Facebook page. Literally, the worst thing that you can do if you're experiencing symptoms is to come into contact with another person or multiple people. Please heed that advice by authorities and stay home. Just this afternoon, the Williamson County government and Chairman Jim Marlowe declared a state of emergency for the county. I want to explain something to you about these kinds of declarations, and because they really shouldn't be cause for panic. Bad situations cause them to happen, but in of themselves, they're not reasons to panic. Coming from the private side of the world in business, I can tell you confidently that government is purposely set up in normal times to move very slowly. Lots of checks and balances, a little bit of red tape here and there. And in emergencies and things where we have to respond much more quickly, that does not suit the public interest. So these declarations are really intended, as they should be, to help local units of government free up resources to be able to solve problems much quicker under executive authority. In the case of the county, that would be Chairman Marlowe. In the case of the city, that would be myself. So I would expect, and you should expect, to see more local units of government, including the City of Marion, declare these, have these declarations very near in the future. It is an action that we should all take and that you should welcome. It will benefit us all and help us navigate our current circumstances. As we move forward, we will learn that more and more of our friends and neighbors have been exposed and maybe even tested positive for this virus. Please ensure that you and your families are taking every precaution possible to stop the spread. Instead of visiting someone, utilize your phone or your video call. Make sure you're sanitizing your hands very regularly, and take a moment to think about all the things that I will not point out in this address that you touch with unclean hands. Your phone, your car, your keys, and all the other things that you come into contact with daily. Go the extra mile and ensure that your personal items are being sanitized regularly. The very best thing that you can do right now is stay home and limit your exposure to other people. Just because this is here does not mean that we need to panic. Yesterday, I met with the general manager of most of the big stores and grocery stores here in Marion. We talked about the importance of setting limits on the quantity of items that are being purchased so that there's enough essential items for everyone. I know that's been a frustration for many people, and I want you to understand that these managers and their employees understand it. They're very stressed themselves. We need to pray for them because they're providing essential services to us. But part of their stress is because all of us are attempting to buy a little bit more than we need, and that needs to stop. Leaving a package of ground beef in the cooler and a bag of toilet paper on the shelf is not something I should be asking you to have to consider doing. But here we are. So please do the right thing. To that point, I want you to know of a few steps that we've taken and plan to take in the coming hours and days as the City of Marion. Now, this is not new information, just a repeat, but the City of Marion has closed all of its facilities to the public. But we're still here. If you have business with City Hall, you can call the number of the office that you need, which is available in the department sections on our website, and set up an appointment. In addition to our staff, I'm still here if you need me. Our doors may be locked, but I'm just a phone call away. 997-6281. And I'll repeat that at the end. I want to close today's update by praising some members of our community that are really going that extra mile in these challenging times. First, as I said on Monday, but obviously bears repeating, our healthcare workers. Please pray that they stay healthy through this pandemic and that our health care systems do not become overloaded. Next, I have to call out our friends at Cornerstone Church who have gone above and beyond to support our local businesses that have had to close their doors, to support our students by helping the school district with their meal program, and even for feeding some of our seniors that stripped our capacity away at the Marion Senior Citizens Center. Some of these folks have been hardest affected by the virus. And I understand yesterday, we just talked about this on Monday, wanting to do this. So this is why this is so big. I understand that yesterday the school district, with the help of Cornerstone and some other volunteers all over town, helped serve over 750 meals to our children. Good for you, Marion Unit 2, and good for you, Marion. That's more than we could have possibly hoped for when just on Monday afternoon I last spoke to you about this. That is what a united community can do together. I also want to close this by sharing some words of wisdom that are in the coolest video that the CDC put out starring Matthew McConaughey. It's on YouTube, but we'll have a link to that on the city website as soon as I can get this address uploaded. He said that we cannot reduce ourselves to the lowest common denominator and become paranoid in the situation we find ourselves in. He encouraged me so much, and I hope it encourages you when you watch it, by pointing out that it took a common enemy to remind us all of what is important and what we all have in common. He said that the coronavirus is a faceless, raceless, sexless, bipartisan, and non-denominational enemy. And we still share the values that have always bound us together. We share fairness, kindness, accountability, resilience, respect, and courage. In the bigger picture, we are at an unexpected red light as a society in our road trip together. And we don't know how long it'll last. But let's spend our time practicing these values that do bind us together as a community, as a state, as a nation, and we'll move forward much faster together when that light finally turns green, and it's going to turn green, and we'll get back to normal. I'll visit back with you if and when there's more to report. Even though our facilities are closed to the public, the City of Marion's not, and we're here every day working for you. Do not hesitate to call City Hall if you need me or any of our dedicated team. The main number is 997-6281. You can get to a department more directly by their numbers, and that's listed again on the city website, cityofmarionil.gov. May God bless you today and every day. Thank you.